You have 5 years until your planned retirement at age 65, but you have the opportunity to take CPP payments now at age 60. You don't need the money to live on, but you're wondering if you should take the money from Canada Pension Plan and invest it with the hopes that you'll do better in the long run. In this video, we're going to walk through this decision for our sample retiree couple, Janey and Janey. We'll look at the impact that taking Canada Pension Plan early and investing the money has on their overall retirement plan. And we'll close the video discussing some reasons why you might consider taking CPP as early as age 60. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Mark Walhout. I run an investment advisory and financial planning business called Walhout Financial, and I created this channel to share ideas and concepts that I'm using to help people with retirement every day. If you want to get more videos like these, consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon so you're alerted when new videos are posted. Many soon-to-be retirees believe that they should be able to do better with their Canada Pension Plan payments by collecting them early and investing the money on their own. In doing so, they will forego the higher benefit that they would otherwise collect by waiting. The penalty for taking CPP before age 65 is 0.6% per month or 7.2% per year. This decision also results in foregoing the 0.7% per month or 8.4% per year bonus or increase that the pensioner would otherwise get by delaying collecting their Canada Pension Plan benefit past age 65 to as late as age 70. Now, Janey and Janey still believe that taking the benefit now and investing the money makes sense for them. What exactly is the impact of this decision on their plan? Let's take a look at Janey and Janey's retirement plan and see how it looks. So we'll start out by looking at our assumptions for our sample retiree couple, Janey and Janey. We'll look at their plan today and we'll talk about some of the changes that we're going to make when we take their Canada Pension Plan early. So Janey and Janey are both age 60. They plan to retire at age 65. They've saved about $1 million for retirement, $400,000 each in their RSPs and $100,000 each in their tax-free savings accounts. They plan to spend around $7,500 per month, which works out to be about $5,500 in kind of core spending or necessities, and then $2,000 per month for discretionary spending. And we've had that style of spending or that rate of spending begin at their retirement date and go all the way until they pass away. So they plan to spend the exact same amount throughout retirement, whether they will or they won't. This is just sort of the baseline assumption that we've started with. And we've assumed also that Janey and Janey are going to live until the age of 95. We'll now start looking at their Canada Pension Plan. So for our baseline assumption, we have them starting their Canada Pension Plan benefits at their age 65. We expect that they're going to receive about 85% of the maximum benefit, which works out to be around $1,435 in future dollars when they begin their pension. Same for Janey and same for Janey. So we expect that they're going to receive 85% of the Canada Pension Plan entitlement. So when we now switch over to the planning screen, we can see that as is, based on the amount of money that they have saved up for retirement, what we assume they're going to get from Canada Pension Plan, what we assume they're going to get from Old Age Security, their plan looks to be on track. So their spending ability is at around that $7,500 per month, adjusting for inflation for the rest of their life. So recall that in our example, or the purpose of this video is, Janey and Janey, let's say they went to their planner and said, you know what, we really think that we'd like to take our Canada Pension Plan early. We'd like to take it as early as age 60, and we think that we're going to be able to invest that money ourselves, and we're going to hopefully do better than we would otherwise be able to do if we just collected the benefit at age 65. Now, they don't need the money to live their lifestyle. They're still working, and we expect that they're going to continue to work until age 65, but they just think that maybe they'll be able to do better with that money in their hands invested than otherwise they would be able to do if they just allowed that benefit to accrue inside of the Canada Pension Plan. So we'll go ahead and we will initiate that strategy. I've already pre-built it into the plan, but we'll enable this strategy. So what you'll notice right off the top is that their plan has actually suffered. The amount that they're going to be able to spend sustainably throughout retirement has actually gone down. And you might immediately wonder, how could that possibly be? Now let's look at their retirement date at age 65. We're going to look at their net worth, and we'll see that by collecting that Canada Pension Plan benefit and redirecting those dollars into a non-registered account, they do have an account that's worth around $106,000 when they retire. So that's $106,000 of invested money that they accrued through taking their Canada Pension Plan benefit early and investing it into a portfolio. And so they might be looking at that and saying, hey, this is sort of a win for us. But if we look at sort of the whole purpose of retirement income planning, it's to, in this case, at least the way that we set the example up, is that we want to create, sustainable or as much sustainable lifetime retirement income as we can for our couple. And if that's the goal, then taking the Canada Pension Plan early actually sort of runs against that. And you might be wondering, like, how could that possibly be? And there's a few things that occur, right? So the first thing is that if they take the Canada Pension Plan benefit early, it results in that penalty. And we talked about that in the first part of the video. The amount of benefit that they're going to get per month when they fully begin taking Canada Pension Plan, their first full year of retirement, if they begin that benefit at age 60, when they reach age 66, which is their first full year of retirement, the amount that they're going to collect from the Canada Pension Plan is $20,600 combined between Johnny and Janey. If we didn't take the benefit early, their first full year would result in a benefit of $35,200. So you can see that they're taking a fairly significant haircut in terms of the total amount of income that they'll be receiving from Canada Pension Plan if they do take the money earlier. And, again, while we saw that taking that benefit early or taking the Canada Pension Plan benefit early does result in their net worth being slightly higher at that retirement date with the inclusion of the non-registered account, which you can see here. If the name of the game is sustainable increased lifetime spending, we'll notice that the benefit, reduction of the benefit plus not having that inflation adjusted benefit in the later years of retirement that's higher if they wait to age 65. That has a net negative impact on their plan as they go forward. So now let's look at the alternate scenario. What if Johnny and Janey, and they've seen this plan and they've said, hey, you know what? We realize that taking the benefit early may not necessarily result in us being able to, do better in retirement or have higher, sustainable spending in retirement. What if we look at actually delaying taking Canada Pension Plan? What is the impact on our plan? Now we'll look at the delay or the impact of a delay, and I've gone ahead and I pre-built that scenario in as well, but you'll see that that has a net positive impact on their plan. And you'll see here that their retirement occurs here at age 65. They begin old age security. The income that they're going to generate in the early years of retirement is going to come from their registered assets, so they're going to need to spend down more of their own money earlier in retirement. But you'll notice here that in the first full year that they take Canada Pension Plan, that benefit has jumped significantly to $56,500. And that's really the power of that enhancement that they get for waiting past age 65 to begin taking the benefit. So you can see that while counterintuitive, taking the benefit later results in higher sustainable lifetime spending for Johnny and Janey, even though it does require them to spend down from their retirement assets more rapidly in the early years of retirement. So as you can see through Johnny and Janey's plan, the idea that taking the Canada Pension Plan benefit early and investing the money may not result in enhanced after-tax spending throughout retirement. And a lot of this has to do with the foregoing of those bonus amounts. So the early uptake penalty takes its toll, and foregoing the enhancement that you receive by delaying your benefit past age 65 absolutely takes its toll on lifetime spending throughout retirement. There are some cases where taking Canada Pension Plan early does make sense though, and there are a few of them that are outlined in a great article that I'll post below from Rob Engen. But really the big three reasons are: number one, if you need the Canada Pension Plan benefit to pay your bills. If you can't make your lifestyle work without collecting that benefit early, you just sort of need to take it, and that might be a scenario where you might consider taking the benefit early. The second situation is if you have a reduced life expectancy. If you believe due to health reasons that you're not going to live a 30-year retirement, that you believe that your life expectancy is going to be shorter due to some sort of a health concern, that might be another good reason to take the Canada Pension Plan benefit early. And the final scenario where you might want to take Canada Pension Plan benefits early is if you have either low or no contributions from the age of 55 to age 60. And this is definitely a case where you're going to want to run a detailed CPP analysis. There are some online tools that you can use to help you with this. But if you have a period of low earnings or no earnings, that's an extended period as you lead into retirement, that might be a reason to consider taking the benefit early, because those low or no earning years may work against you in the calculation of the formula. But in most cases, in the vast majority of cases, taking Canada Pension Plan benefits early to invest the proceeds with the hope of a higher sustainable lifetime spending amount in retirement is generally not a good reason to take the benefit early. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to get more videos like these, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you're alerted when new videos are posted. Leave me any questions or comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak with you soon. Take care.